Hey guys, Metal War God here, and I have an update from the Vinyl Hunter from Fargo Record Fair 2016 from last weekend. I'm going to go through these very quickly. I'm not going to kind of give an in-detail description of these, but yeah, it was the 7th annual Fargo Record Fair last weekend, and finally got a chance to get up there. And 6 hours. I was there about 3.5. So, but I gotta say, very, very well put together show that they did. Very surprised, but not overly surprised. I kind of expected to see a lot of people, and I did. And there was a lot of let's see, what was there? About 50 vendors there from Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa. So anyway, I'm going to start out, and I was surprised to find this. Happy to find it. Some Riot and Thunder Steel. I've always wanted this on vinyl. I've never been able to find it. Very, very, very good copy. Cover's in great condition. Vinyl's in great condition. And so I think it was $10 for this. So happy to get it. Up next, a band I love from the late 60s, early 70s, a band called Trapeze and Hot Wire. And of course this has, let's see, Tom and Mel Galley, Dave Holland, Glenn Hughes was in the band early on. He was on Trapeze Medusa, but this is from 1974 on Warner Brothers, and definitely killer hard rock. And if you have not heard Trapeze, definitely pick it up. There's a little tear up here, but I don't come by this very often, and if I find another copy with a better cover, I'll get it. But anyway, Trapeze, Hot Wire. Up next, I'd never seen this one, and let me get back. Trapeze is probably $3, I think. Anyway, this one I never see, but I love them. I have a couple of their studio albums, and I'm talking about the Rockets Live. And this was from 1983 on Capitol Records. Of course, if you have not heard the Rockets, very southern influenced hard rock. Definitely has that southern vibe going on. Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner, Stillwater, 38 Special. But anyway, here's the Rockets Live. Good stuff. Up next, and I've seen a lot of these there, but this is by far the best copy I found, and by far the cheapest. The cover is in excellent condition, and definitely got to start picking up on my Alice Cooper collection, so I picked up Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. And most of these albums that I picked up are in very good to almost mint condition. Very, very little surface wear on these, and of course this one came out in 1976, and the cover's in absolutely great shape. No rips, no tears, no ring wear whatsoever. Whoever had this kept it very, very well. So here's some Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. And this one really shocked me, and I see this one going for astronomical prices. And I'm talking about Captain Beyond, the self-titled, with the 3D Warrior here. Reprints don't have this. It's just printed into the cover, but this is an actual, an original copy, which, like I say, goes for a lot of money. And I found this, I think it was, I paid $12 for this. So it was a no-brainer. And of course this came out in 1972. And of course Captain Beyond, they do have 2 albums out. I do have some live stuff from them, some bootleg stuff from them, but Captain Beyond, very happy with this pickup. I remember this from the 80s. She's from Canada. I'm talking about Alana Miles, and of course the song Black Velvet, which was a radio staple back in the 80s, and this one came out in 1989, early 90s, I guess is more when the radio played, but Canadian female singer. Good stuff here. This is her self-titled. I think this is by far her best album. But she's still around. But so I was happy. I think I paid $1 for this. The cover's in great shape. The vinyl's in good shape. So I'm happy. A couple weeks back, I was looking for a lot of Rose Tattoo, and I finally got the self-titled original copy. I found this. This is a promo. $10. The cover's in good shape. The only thing is somebody tried to take the sticker off. I'm sure it was a radio station that had this here. Somebody tried to take it off, and as a result, kind of messed it up. I wish I would have just left it. But this is a promo copy. I paid $8, I think, for this. $8. This is Scarred for Life. This came out in 1982 on Mirage Records, so I'm happy to pick this up. The vinyl's in great shape. The cover is, if I find another cover that's in better shape, definitely looking for an upgrade on the cover. And in addition, I also picked up another Rose Tattoo, Assault and Battery. And these were out of, I bought these over at Ear Music, which they're based out of Missoula, Montana. Great selection. I mean, these guys, this seller had a lot of killer stuff, mostly hard rock, a little bit of metal, but all the stuff I went through throughout the whole show, these guys had the most. This is where I bought the most. Probably $150 worth from them. But this was $10 used. Cover's in great shape. This came out in 1981. And so yeah, I'm happy to add this to my Rose Tattoo collection. And I love the early stuff, and I always will. Of course, they went by yesterday and today. I picked up Y&T Black Tiger from 1982. I never really liked the 80s stuff all that much, but the ones after the first two, yesterday and today's, before they went to Y&T, are pretty good, so I decided to pick it up. Of course, as if you cannot, Phil Kenmore, rest in peace. Dave Menichetti, Joey Alves, and Leonard Hayes. Or wait, Leonard Hayes, rest in peace. Wait, I think even Phil Kenmore has passed on too. But this came out in '82. So I think this is my third one to the yesterday and today collection. And yeah, this, surprised seeing this. I wish there was nothing written below this, but I found some cactus. Hot and Sweaty. Of course, somebody wrote on it right here, which, well, I find another copy without this on here. But other than that, the cover is in great shape. $3 I paid for this. Vinyl's in great shape. This is a gatefold. So I think this is my second cactus. I got the new cactus, which is very good, by the way. So anyway, $3 for cactus. I had this one time in my first vinyl collection, which I sold back in the early 2000s. And I still regret it today, but I had this, and I found another original copy of Black Morris Rainbow, $3. Cover's in awesome shape, no ring wear. Vinyl's in great shape. Of course, it's a gatefold, it's on the Polydor. Of course, you know, this came out in, 1975, of course, with the great Ronnie James Dio on vocals, and glad to have this back in my collection again. Up next, and I went through a phase earlier this summer where I had to have all this. I did not have this one. I finally found it there. And I'm talking about April Wine and Animal Grace. I paid $5 for this. This is on the Aquarius record label out of Canada. This is an original. And so I think I'm missing maybe 2 or 3 April Wines. But I was happy to get this. Cover's in great shape. The vinyl's in great shape. Like I say, I was very happy with all the vinyl I looked at that I bought. It's in very, very good shape. And usually you'll come across stuff that's really beat up, but these guys and vendors took pride in bringing some great stuff here. So anyway, April Wine Animal Race. This came out, let's see, what was it? I think it was about 85, 86, 84 this came out. And finally, added some more Triumph I used to have to my collection, but I picked up Rock and Roll Machine. This was $4 used, also from Ear Music. And of course, this came out in 1978 on RCA Records. I think I'm up to 6 on the Triumphs now. And of course, these are classic albums. This is this is on the Attic or the RCA Records. Classic stuff. Glad to have this to my collection of Triumph. And some more Triumph, and I got Just a Game. Also, this is on RCA as well. Attic Records. If I'm not mistaken, these might be the Canadian pressings. I'm not quite sure, but they might be the Canadian pressings. This one, of course, came out in 1979. I think I got it for $5. So happy to have this one in my collection as well. This one I did not have before when I had my other vinyl, and I found this Triumph as well. Thunder 7. I paid $7 for this. Of course, this came out 1984. So like I say, I think I'm up to 6 Triumphs in my collection now. Missing a couple, but vinyl's in great shape. Cover's in great shape. Triumph. And I've been getting actually pretty lucky in finding this stuff, because you rarely see this even on used places. But the last couple shops I've been to, I found some, and I found some more. Blood Rock and Roll. $4 used. This has the classic track DOA on it. And let's see, I believe this came out, I want to say this came out in 75. If I'm not mistaken, this might be a kind of a compilation. But anyway, cover's in very decent shape. It's on Capitol Records. Vinyl's in good shape. And so anyway, I think this is my 3rd Blood Rock on vinyl, so I'm happy to get this. And this next stuff coming up, I found at a booth that I did not know was in Fargo. I think they've been around 7 months. I just happened to stop by there, went through a bunch of their stuff, and found some good stuff. First up was Mama's Boys, the self-titled album from 1984, and this was used. Found this used. $5, or most of it's used anyway. $5. Album's in great shape. Vinyl's in great shape. The cover's in great shape. So anyway, some Mama's Boys. And then I didn't have none. I always wanted some. I think maybe I have one CD, but I picked up some Loudness. And Thunder in the East. And this was $8 used, 1985. Love Loudness, just never had the opportunity to pick any up. So I'm finally going to be picking up more Loudness, and so yeah, good stuff here from Loudness. Vinyl's in awesome, almost mint condition, and so good to see that I'm getting some Loudness. And another Canadian band. I didn't have this, but I do have a few others. Some Helix, No Rest for the Wicked on vinyl. Cover's in great shape, used $6. Of course, this came out at, what was it, 1985, I believe? No, 1981. This is one of their better albums. Their new one is actually really good too. But anyway, here's some Helix with No Rest for the Wicked. And finally, almost getting close to completing my Angel. missing the self-titled album. I don't see it very often. I'm looking for it, but I picked up Hell of a Band, and this was 10 bucks. And of course, this came out in 1976, and of course, it has a classic lineup. And their first one to me is their best one, but they're all good albums, all killer hard rock metal from the 70s. And anyway, some Angel. Cover's in good shape, the vinyl's in good shape. Angel, Hell of a Band. And I thought I had this, but I did not. I have the other one. And a lot of people don't know this. When I had this going through the stacks, I was talking to the owner, and I picked this up, and I said, "Wow, I can't believe you have this." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, a lot of people don't know this band. It has Billy Squier," and I'm talking about Piper. And the guy next to me who was going through it, he said, "Really? I didn't know Billy Squier was in this band." We always thought Billy Squier was originally Billy Squier, but Billy Squier was in Piper. And this is from 1977 on A&M Records. This is Can't Wait. I think I found this for $4, $5. Just 70s hard rock. A little bit lighter than his or solo stuff, but still good stuff. Good find. Piper. I think they put out 2 albums. And so this is one of them. Piper. Can't Wait. Pretty ironic. I was searching for this last week. I bought it online, but I was going through the stacks. I came across it. I bought it anyway. Black Rose. Black Rose, you say? Who's Black Rose? Well, Black Rose consists of the 2 people that I'm fairly well known of. I'm talking about Les Dudek and Cher. Yes, Cher. Actually, this is a very good hard rock album with Cher and Les Dudek. Of course, Cher was going with Les Dudek at the time, so they formed Black Rose. They put out the self-titled album, and this came out in 1980 on Casablanca. And other than any other Cher, I don't think I buy except for this one. Check it out. And I mean, the cover's in great shape. Vinyl's in great shape. I had this one time on vinyl, but somebody stole it. And but I do have this on CD as well. I thought it was very hard to come by, but I was happy to see it there. I think I paid $8 for this, so I picked it up. So I have 2 copies. So anyway, good stuff. Up next, I had this one time. Got it back and love the Joe Perry project. Let the music do the talking. His solo stuff is fantastic stuff. Of course, one of my favorite all-time tracks from him is The Mist is Rising. Classic song. I love the guitar sound on that. And of course, this came out in 1980 on CBS Records. And so happy to get this. Got a little bit of ringwear. The vinyl's in good shape, but glad I got this back and in my collection. Love the band. I had the stuff. Got it on CD. But I come across a bunch of this stuff all the time, and it's just beat up, hacked. Covers are wrecked. So I finally found a good copy of Led Zeppelin's Zoso album. I mean, the cover is in very good shape. Little ringwear in the back. The vinyl's in great shape. So I finally, this came out, I believe it was 1971, I believe this came out. 72, right in there. Classic album from Led Zeppelin, so I'm happy to have this back in my collection. That stuff's hard to come by. Glad to get this. I love their first album. I don't see a lot of this at record stores used anywhere. You can get it online, but they go for hellacious prices. Talk about heaven. Man out Australia, and I'm talking about Where Angels Fear to Tread, and this came out in 1983. But their first one is their best one in my opinion, but love Heaven, love the Australian band. from the 80s, so glad to have this in my collection. I had this in my other collection at one time. I got it on CD and love this album. Kerry Livgren, Seeds of Change. Of course, Kerry Livgren from Kansas put out a solo album in, what was it, I believe it was like 80, actually 1980, put this out. And this has Ronnie James Dio on 2 tracks, and fantastic stuff. Of all the Livgren stuff, this is my favorite. And I think I got this for 10 bucks. The Heaven I think I got for like 5. But anyway, some Kerry Livgren. And I had this, found it again. Starting to fill out my collection from Accept. I'm going to probably Kazuko-ban. This is some live material. I found it for 12 bucks from 1985. Remember when I first got this back in the 80s. Loved it. I think I paid 12 bucks for this. But cover's in good shape. Vinyl's in good shape. So anyway, I'm happy to get this. Going kind of fast, but that's my intention. Finally starting to fill up my collection with Ted Nugent and Penetrator from 1984. Love Ted. I don't have all of it. I'm not like Scott Waters, who has everything and anything Ted Nugent related. Amboy Dukes, anything. I mean, you name it, he's got it. But slowly but surely, I'm getting my Ted collection up to date. So anyway, cover's in great shape, vinyl's in great shape. So anyway, here's Ted Nugent with Penetrator. And I stopped over at this other booth, going through most of the stuff. Most of it was kind of high priced, I thought. But I came across these promos of Ted Nugent 12-inch singles. Of course, this is the Little Miss Dangerous side, or the Little Miss Dangerous 12-inch. And this is edit number 2 and edit number 1, the plug side. So it's a promo. Vinyl's in awesome shape. So I've added this to my collection as well. Actually seen 3 of them there. I didn't buy all 3. And next one was Ted Nugent, Bound and Gagged, and No No No. It's on the B-side. Very, very clean record. Very well kept. I asked the gal about these, and I said, I don't ever come by any of this stuff, hardly ever. She said, well, my husband is a Ted Nugent fanatic. She said that he had seen him 41 times to date. So I would say he is a Ted Nugent fanatic, probably like Scott Waters is. So anyway, I have to get this. And next to that booth, I was at the Vinyl Giants booth. And started going through their stuff. And by that time I had a stack of records like this, so I kind of have to put them down. And I was going through their stuff, and I never come across this. Some Samson head-on. Never. The sticker on here, it includes a free sewn-on patch. Of course, I looked to see if the patch was in there, but no, it was not in there. 7 bucks for this. This is a German release, and it is marketed by Gem Records. Remember Gem back in the days? Anyway, this is with Bruce. Vinyl's in good shape. The cover is in excellent shape. So it was a surprise find for me. No brainer, picked it up. And a booth I kind of just briefly stopped by, was going through, well actually no it wasn't, this was from the Vinyl Giant too. And they had a lot of stuff there. I did not have this, so I picked this up. Black Sabbath, The Eternal Idol. Of course, actually I want to get back to the Samson, sorry guys. This Samson came out, God, I want to say what, 1980 this came out. So early Bruce. So anyway, Black Sabbath, getting back to this, the Eternal Idol finally got this picked up. Of course, this is with Tony Iommi, Tony Martin, Jeff Nichols, Dave Spitz, Bob Daisley, Bevan, Eric Singer on drums. Did not have this. I didn't even have the CD of this. Of course, this came out, let's see, I want to say 1987. Cover's in pretty good shape. A little bit of ring wire up here. But other than that, vinyl plays good. So anyway, it's a Black Sabbath. I seen another Black Sabbath there that was a little bit pricey. Never seen it. I asked the guy about it. He really didn't know nothing about it. So I kind of left it, walked away. But anyway, got that Eternal Idol. Up next, one of my favorite 70 bands. I never see this at all. I'm talking about Golden Earring. And this is a rock sensation. This comes, I believe this is 1973. It's basically songs from 4 albums, which includes, let's see. Oh, I can't remember. I think I paid $12 for this. But this is a German pressing. And it does have Radar Love, which is a shortened version, which is only 5 minutes long. But this is an import. And a good find. Love Golden Earring. Another surprise find. I never see this. It's not one of their better ones, but I still love the band. They have a huge discography. These are all the members, and I'm talking about Crocus and Heart Attack. Of course, this came out in 1988, and this is after kind of the Rock and Roll Rendezvous. There's 4 albums in succession here. From about 1980 to 1984 that the band just, I mean, they couldn't, Hardware was another album, but they could not put out a bad album. This is kind of a little bit weaker, but still it's Crocus, and I added it to my collection. So vinyl's in good shape. $10 I paid for this. Vinyl, and the cover's in great shape. It's almost like it's never been used. This one here, very surprised. I come across a lot of Trooper, and I've never seen this one. Ever in stores. Even back in the early days. And this is Trooper here, and this is Money Talks. This is a sealed copy. $10 I paid for this. Back in the day. It was $8.98, and then they discounted it to $5.29. So I'm trying to see when this came out. 1982. So the early Trooper is a little bit better. This one I haven't heard, so I really can't comment. But it's a sealed edition. Paid $10, like I said. And this was also from Vinyl Giant. Very shocked when I came across this. No price. It was a no-brainer. I never see this stuff ever, and when you do, or even online, it goes for a lot of money. And I'm talking about Sound Barrier and Speed of Light, also from the Vinyl Giant. And this is on Metal Blade Records from 1986. And these are highly sought after by metalheads. And this is on Restless Records, part of the Enigma group. So I was happy to pick this up, and there wasn't a price, so when I went to buy this, she didn't know either, so she asked the owner, and he gave it to me for $10. So I'm happy to get it. And then these I never see. This one I do, but it's always beat up. And this is actually the first song I heard, called Worlds Apart. And this is from 1981, and of course it has On the Loose, Wind 'Em Up, the classic tracks. And I remember the video from On the Loose. The reason I remember it is because the drummer was left-handed, and you don't come across very many left-handed drummers. But I had this at one time back in the day, and of course, when I got rid of my collection, that went with it. But I found a fairly decent copy used for about $6. Vinyl's in good shape, cover's in good shape, so I'm happy to get this. And I never come across these ever. And this one, it happens to be a German import from Saga. Heads or Tails, $7. And definitely picked it up. The cover's in good shape. Just a little bit of a bad spot right up here, but not a big deal. Vinyl's in good shape. And like I say, I never come across this stuff very often. So pick it up. When you see it, you got to get it. But you may not ever see it again. And then the third in the saga is Behavior. $5 used. Of course, this one came out in 1985. Saga is more, in the early days, more progressive rock sounding. Maybe a little bit of, maybe a little progressive metal in there. Worlds Apart more. I think it's more of the heavier Saga stuff. But if you like progressive rock, pick up some Saga. Good stuff here. Vinyl's in good shape. Cover's in good shape. All around, very happy to get this. And I never seen this one. I love the band. They were actually known as Rossington Collins Band. And this one is the Rossington Band, of course, with Gary Rossington and Dale Krantz were the first two. And this one was this is $2. This one came out in 1988. Definitely a little more harder edged rock, but still has that southern vibe going on. But anyway, cover's in good shape, vinyl's in good shape. Like I say, I was very happy with all the vinyl that I picked up, looked at. There are some clunkers there, but you know, you're gonna come across that. Still some good stuff, the Rossington Band. Now I'm getting down here and do just a few left. And I never see this. This is a little bit older than, I love the first one. I love Banquet. I'm talking about Lucifer's Friend, Mine Exploding. And this one came out in 1976, German. Kind of German krautrock. Good stuff. And this is $10. I don't see it. And I believe this is actually a German pressing, so good stuff here. Vinyl's in good shape, cover's in good shape, so I'm happy about picking this up. And let's see here, I think I'm down to like 3 left. And I never see this. And I've been picking up a lot of Deep Purple lately, and I picked up this one, Powerhouse. Used. $8, $6 now with $6 for this Deep Purple. This is also a German pressing, or this is an English pressing, excuse me. And this is from 1972. I never see this ever. Hard one to come by, but as Roger Glover, Richie Blackmore, Ian Gillan, John Lord, and Ian Pace on this. And anyway. Good stuff here. It's live and unreleased tracks, so kind of a rarity, I think. If you ever come across it, pick it up. And I'm trying to pick up on this collection, and I love the band, but I used to have a lot of it early on in my collecting career, and I finally picked up some more Thin Lizzy and Bad Reputation. $3. Cover's in good shape. This came out in 1977, so it's a no-brainer. Of course, this is a gatefold, and good stuff. Of course, it has a classic line of Brian Downey, Scott Gorman, Phil Lynott, Brian Robertson. Just a great album. So anyway, well, you gotta love Thin Lizzy. Of course, my favorite is Chinatown, but I do got a lot on CD, but I don't have a lot of vinyl, so I'm starting to grow this up again. So anyway, Thin Lizzy, Bad Reputation. This is a band I really never heard a lot of. I come out of the Seattle area in 80s, early 80s actually, late 70s, early 80s. The band is called Rail, and the album is called Arrival. And I believe this came out in 1980, if I'm not mistaken. And definitely hard rock, metal sounding album. I believe this was $10 I paid for this. There are quite a few actually Rail albums, but you never see these. And if you do, they're actually up into the $20 and $30 range, so I picked this up. When you see them, you can. I should have picked up the other one, but I did not. So anyway, here's some Rail with Arrival. I love the Rail logo with the rail coming down off of the yard there. So anyway, Rail. And my last one, my most expensive one. I see this online, eBay, Discogs, and it goes for $35, $40. I didn't want to buy it. I had it in my hand. I put it back. I went back and I picked it up. I'm talking about Rage Lord and Master Control. I paid $25 for this, and I never see it ever. I see it online. Like I say, it goes for crazy prices. So I talked to Ear Music guy. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll let this go for $25, and you can have it. I said, deal. I said, I don't see this. It's crazy price. I think this is probably one of the most expensive albums that he had there. So the guy definitely knows his stuff in metal, and these people were very cool from Montana. Husband and wife, very metal. Talking to them for a while, and they had just seen Candlemass in Missoula, Montana. Or no, it was St. Vitus actually. St. Vitus was in Missoula, Montana. So we talked a little bit and exchanged emails. So anyway, this is the last one I bought, the most expensive one I got, and I'm glad I got it. So anyway, as you can see, that's the Vinyl Hunter. Picked up a lot of stuff. I limited myself to about $300. Went over it a little bit, but I saved for it, and I was happy that I finally got up there. And so at least I got a couple record shops in Fargo I can get to more often now that I know the Vinyl Giant has a lot of stuff, and very good stuff, very clean. He sells not only vinyl, but stereo equipment, vinyl turntables, stuff you want for vinyl. So anyway, so as I say, keep it loud, keep it heavy, keep it metal, and we'll see you next time on The Vinyl Hunter. Take care, everybody.